I've been gone for a while. What's up, everybody? Nice to see you guys. How you doing? So today's video is really, I wanted to just sort of discuss where I've been, what I've been doing, and what is the future of GarageBand and beyond. So let's back this all the way up to the beginning of the year. I know that it's been a rough 2020 for everyone, myself included. So let's talk about February. My divorce went through, totally finalized. Divorce was, all said and done. So that was actually a positive thing for that to be done. I was, sick and tired of dealing with that. And so having some closure on that was really good. So that was February. Then March 9th, my father actually passed away. So that was obviously hugely devastating to me. He was a huge influence in my life, like fathers are, and losing him was a big deal. And then literally like 4 or 5 days later, the COVID thing happened and the world got shut down. So it was a rough beginning of the year. And then as I started taking on more responsibilities for the family, I would say 100% of the responsibilities for the family business stuff, personal finances stuff, the house, the cars, just dealing, and then trying to deal with someone who has passed away while everything's locked down was very difficult because we couldn't go to the courthouse and do anything. Everything got stretched out. Everything took too long. It just was extremely daunting and really, it was a heavy load, you guys. So I was doing all that plus making 2 videos a week for GarageBand and Beyond on YouTube, plus a few others that go on the Patreon page. I was just doing so many things. I was being pulled in so many different directions. So when fall came around, I was just sort of, I was exhausted and I just felt like I needed a break, which is why you haven't seen or heard much out of me in the last, I think it's been about a month. I mean, I did put out a Music Monday video last week to indicate, hey, I'm coming back. So yes, I do plan on coming back. But I wanted to ask you guys, anybody who's made it to this point in the video, what you think I should do with GarageBand and Beyond. I've been doing this for about 12, if not 13 years. I've watched the channel, be like one of the big channels to now what it is, which is sort of just sort of like a smoldering little thing, which obviously I do have a bunch of people who are subscribed, and a lot less of you who actually watch. I think, this video might do 1,000 views in a week. So I'm trying to decide, yes, I will continue. I still have a bunch of equipment that I need to review and stuff like that, but I've been trying to figure out if I should move Music Monday to a whole separate and brand new channel. I think, in my head, when I get to 100 songs on GarageBand and Beyond, I will actually just sort of say, okay, that's it for this. I'm going to start a whole separate channel that is designated and solely to my music and the music of me and my friends, but all originals, that same thing, all recorded in this little studio here. So I wanted to ask you guys, do you think that's a good idea, or do you like them here? Part of me feels like I should refocus GarageBand and Beyond into what it used to be a little bit and update it as well. The video editing style, maybe do some more of like a Casey Neistat kind of. I've been looking at Casey Neistat videos or other good vloggers and thinking they'd be really interesting to make audio videos that were sort of similar in that fashion of editing and storytelling and stuff like that. So what do you think? Keep Music Monday here, or can I farm it out to a different channel? The other thing that I have been doing, if you haven't noticed, is I've been updating my studio a ton. So really briefly, let's point out the fact that I finally got myself some serious monitors in here, the Adam A7Xs. Paid for them with my own money, totally unsponsored. I could not be happier with them. They are the most beautiful sounding monitors that I listened to. When I went around and I went to my friend's studios, I went to the store, I went to all these different places and listened to all the different monitors. Bang for your buck, not even bang for your buck. They're not cheap. They're $750 each. And they're great. I listened to the Genelecs that are, double the price, and I actually liked these better. They're just more pleasing to listen to. Genelecs seemed a little bit on the sterile side to me. I know that they are everybody's favorite and everybody loves them, but that was just sort of how I heard it, especially when I was listening to them side by side, and the Neumann monitors, which are totally equivalent to this. Between the Neumanns, the Genelecs, and the Adams, if you ask me, buy the Adams. Okay, so I got some new monitors, which I'm very excited about. Got this new beautiful desk from Buso Audio, which I love. And I will be doing an actual check out my new studio video, but if you've made it to this point, you get a little, sneak peek at everything. I got this thing right here. This is a compressor from Heritage Audio. This is the HA609A, which is a Neve clone. Love what that thing does to my recordings. It not only sort of rounds out the top end where and just sort of gets rid of all the digitally sound, but it does actually add some lowness. It's just nice to be able to actually run my mixes through, or my channels, whatever I want, through an analog piece of gear to get some actual analog tone. It is not a transparent compressor by any means. You definitely hear it, but the tone is so good. Over here in the rack, I did a bunch of new stuff. I got another Pre-Q 73 and this big guy down here, the Claret 8 Pre-X. I just got, and it is really good. Actually, I bought this one used, and I think it needs a little bit of repair. So I think it might actually need to go back to Focusrite. I'm trying to work that out with the people at Focusrite now. But anyway, if you don't know, they actually discontinued that Claret 8 Pre-X recently. It's the one that still runs on Thunderbolt. So be smart. If you're looking for a new interface, run out and grab one of those now while you still can. It is by far one of the best interfaces that Focusrite has ever made. So that's it about the studio, okay? So I got some new toys in here, so I'm very excited about recording and mixing and actually showing you in greater detail. That's it. I just wanted to do a little bit of storytelling, a little bit of talking to you, and just explaining where I've been, what I've been doing. So I do apologize for being gone, and I do thank you very much for your patience while I was gone. I am coming back, as this video should be indicating to you that I'm going to start making my Saturday videos again. So that's good. I got some reviews coming up. I don't know how many tutorials I'm going to be making. It seems like everybody and their little brother is making GarageBand tutorials these days. And I cannot think of anything that I haven't covered. It's probably a good time to maybe actually do a whole other like record and mix your song series, because that one did really well, and I know you guys enjoy watching me work in that capacity. So maybe I'll just do one of those kinds of tutorial series, or not. I don't know. We'll see. But I want to do more recording reviews, and I want to give you guys a different perspective on the home recording studio than I have in the past, because in the past I was all about like keeping it dirt cheap, and now I'm not. I'm more interested in actually saving the money, spending the money, and getting the gear, and turning my little home recording studio into the most professional sounding recording studio that I can build in a little 10 by 10 room within a reasonable budget. Like, I'm not saying I'm spending like millions of dollars. Obviously not. I'm buying Heritage Audio equipment, which costs, you know, like this compressor is half the price of a real Neve. That real Neve is around $4,500. So I'm finding ways to get these awesome pieces of gear, but without paying the same prices as the actual stuff. I'm finding the good clones, all that kind of stuff. I don't know why I'm just rambling on at this point. I think I'm gonna go. So you guys have a great Halloween. Talk to you soon. Peace, love.